The whole universe in which they were found began to tremble in an incredible way. However, at the moment, an equally gigantic power would become present. Although Turles was not able to feel Goku's power, he had noticed how an incredible pressure was spreading throughout the battlefield. So, the instant a blue aura would arise all over the place, while Goku would begin to access the Super Saiyan Blue. I'm surprised by the power you possess, and even if you don't have the divine energy, your power is even capable of being compared to the power of the gods. My power goes much further than that, so get ready! Wow, I can't believe it. With what you told me, I can tell that you don't belong to this timeline. But you will reveal to me all the secrets to be able to access that state of God that you say. Both of them stared at each other, so instantly they began to exchange thousands of blows all over the place. Their battle would spread throughout that universe, although even though Goku had used the power of a god, his body continued to weigh a little, while his enemy was completely relaxed. Being the environment in which they had trained most of his life, Goku with his incredible speed was able to hold him by the head, making him crash into a planet, being able to cause great damage because the power he had used was overwhelming. However, from the top of the whole place, a giant of dark energy was able to deal him an incredible blow, which had likewise sent him to one of the end of the planet. How's he able to keep hurting me? If I have the energy of a god, even if I don't like to accept it, he is at this moment a mere mortal, unlike Mia. I can see that with you I'll have to use all my power, since the grip you've used against Mia has been effective. You've caused me great damage. What? He still hides a lot more power. This really won't be easy at all. The Dark Saiyan this time would start accessing the Super Saiyan, with which his power would increase in a huge way. But at the moment, a big explosion would be created, so he'd take advantage of it to be able to deliver an incredible blow to Goku's face, which at the moment he was able to recover, and again they began to exchange thousands of blows. But this time both warriors were very evenly matched, which would leave Goku very surprised because he possessed the energy of a god. At the moment, both warriors took a little distance, while Turles would start laughing like a maniac. I can tell that you're a very powerful warrior, so with you I'll be able to use all my power, since no warriors forced me to use this power. Goku's gaze would change to one of total confusion, while a little fear would begin to travel all over his body, which he had not experienced in such a long time. Turles' power would begin to rise in an incredible way, while his hair would return to its black color again. But this time it would begin to grow in a great way, while his simple aura was able to. What the hell? Who is this Saiyan? How is it possible that he has all this power? The power of Turles at the end would make Goku enter into a complete terror, since even his aura warned him about the risk of facing that subject, since instantly Turles' aura was hundreds of times higher than Goku's aura. Sorry for the delay, but I'm not used to accessing this transformation since you're the first warrior I'll try with it. Goku, before being able to say anything, Turles was able to hold him by the head, starting to destroy an entire planet with Goku's body, which, while being dragged, blood was spreading from all over his body. Turles, with great power, would send him to a few mountains, creating a huge explosion. Apparently, even you aren't able to withstand all the power of my most powerful transformation. In that case, I'll have to finish you once and for all. Goku, in one of his hands, would begin to channel all of his power, so the instant that Turles would begin to approach, being a few meters away, Goku would throw his incredible attack. But to his surprise, Turles was able to stop his attack with his simple hand, and instantly Turles would expel a large sphere of energy, which he sent to fly to Goku, while in the same way, he had returned to his base state in terrible conditions. Damn, will I really die in this place? I can't believe all this is happening. Returning to the present, Daishinkan had been able to master all the power of the Guardians as well as the power of the Kings at all, while he had also spent excellent times with Freya as his heart and mind had become completely corrupted. However, Freya's heart likewise contained pure evil, although a little the essence of the original angel Daishinkan, which would make everything they did question. Is everything Daishinkan is doing really right? He is, in a nutshell, is my creator. Although he has given me great power, we should not do intimate things. Freya would be taken out of her thoughts by the voice of Daishinkan, who would request her for help for a new training. In the same way that Freya increases her power in an incredible way, to begin the plan to eradicate all the creation of Xenosama. Freya, when she arrived before Daishinkan, she was terrified to observe a giant with yellow eyes staring at her, so Freya would increase all her power, throwing thousands of destructive energies. A great curtain of dust would rise all over the place, not being able to make any scratch, which on this occasion almost made her wet her pants from the terror she had.
There's nothing to worry about, Freya, since this is my aura, which I am trying to completely master, and I want you to be able to summon it anyway.
Can I summon that thing too? But what is he supposed to do?
At this moment, we'll access another dimension, in which we'll start with our new training, and I'll teach you how to master your killer aura and the dark power.
I understand, Daishinkan-sama. I will do everything you ask. I promise not to let you down.
I completely trust you, and together we'll be able to bring absolute destruction to the Divine Kingdom. Although we have finished with the pillar, I am sure that the Celestials, the beings who are above the King of the All, really exist.
The Celestials? With all the knowledge that you've given me, I don't have any data about warriors of such a name. Who are they?
It is said that the Celestials only appear when a multiverse is about to fall before the agony and destruction of everything that is in it. And if we're able to defeat them, we'll be able to access a world that no being has been able to reach.
Wow, that sounds amazing. Let's train, Daishinkan-sama, please, and I want to become just as powerful as you.
I hope you're prepared, as my training's extremely complicated. I hope you possess the stamina to endure it.
Both warriors, at the moment of arriving that dimension, began with their great training, in which Freya would begin to move all over the place, while the only aura of Daishinkan was able to stop each of their attacks. Although to be able to keep the technique active, she must have almost infinite energy reserves. But if she was able to achieve it, her defense was almost impossible to break. And this would be realized by Daishinkan and Freya, because although Freya would use each of her techniques and powers, she wasn't able to do anything against Daishinkan.
1,000 paths of the Divine Priest.
The aura was able to attack Frieza with thousands of blows, which, despite being limited in energy, they were able to cause incredible damage, making her fall towards a place of the terrain in which they were training. Going back to the past, Goku's screams were able to be heard throughout the universe. However, Turles, getting bored of torturing him, would stare at him while his expression was of superiority.
You're something powerful, but first of all, my power, you turned out to be nothing more than a simple ant, so I'd better end your pathetic life.
Turles would throw several spheres of energy towards Goku, who at this moment was able to dodge each one of them, while at the moment, his power would begin to rise as more spheres that Turles threw, his power began to increase. At the moment, Goku would open all of his eyes, realizing that the color had changed to a silver one. And from an incredible scream all over the place, Goku's aura would color in a great way, starting to walk, and instantly, all of Goku's hair would turn a silver color, while his energy would disappear completely, just like the pressure that Goku gave off.
What is this transformation? At this moment, even your incredible pressures disappeared. Is it a useless transformation?
While Turles was laughing uncontrollably, Goku was able to approach with incredible speed, delivering a precise blow in the center of the stomach, which was powerful enough to make him vomit large amounts of blood.
What? How's he able to give me so much damage with a simple blow?
Turles would begin to stand up again. However, he would fall to the ground again, vomiting much more blood. That's right, Goku's simple blow contained so much power that the damage he had received was incredible, so it was too difficult for Turles to stand up. Meanwhile, Goku would begin to approach Turles, who would try to do everything to stand up, but it was completely impossible for him due to the great difference in powers. However, at the moment, Turles, with all his determination, was able to stand up, although he had suffered incredible physical damage, but the really serious damage was the mental damage, since no one had ever humiliated him in such a way. So, for the first time, he would begin to feel the real terror starting to shake uncontrollably.
What is this feeling? Damn, am I even afraid of this damn guy? What is this transformation? Even the pressure he has completely disappeared, but the power he's able to release overwhelms me.
Turles, without caring about how his body felt, he had thrown himself against Goku, who this time was in full control of the battle, starting to humiliate Turles with each exchange of blows because Turles' speed did not compare with the reaction time of the Ultra Instinct. For that reason, Goku was able to dodge and hit him, while Turles had not been able to connect a single blow. Goku connected every blow. At the moment, Goku, using a little more of his power, was able to send him to fly, being dragged by a few mountains around him. However, at the moment, Goku would notice how even his internal system would begin to decrease its power. The more the battle went on, so he had decided to end the battle. I plan to end this battle that should have never started, since I hadn't done anything to disrespect you. But at this moment, I plan to send you to the other world. Don't think I'm gonna give up so easily. Goku would begin to channel all his power in a definitive attack, while Turles would likewise begin to gather all the remaining power that he had left. So at the moment, both warriors launched their definitive techniques. Although at the moment of the clash of powers seemed somewhat even, Goku, by increasing his power much more, was able to destroy Turles' attack in less than 3 seconds. So the combined attack was able to not leave even ashes of Turles' body. Goku would immediately go down to the surface of the planet, and with a loud scream, his power, he would collapse, while purple-colored rays were starting to come out of his whole body, as well as too much blood. This was the same thing that happened to me in the Tournament of Power. The power beyond the gods. I have to master it completely to be able to use this power without having these side effects. Damn! Returning to the present, Daishinkan along with Freya were able to finish with their great training, so they were determined to finish with every god and angel. That's right, even though the angels were his children, his greed would lead him to the end of the lives of all his children. Daishinkan, we're ready. Where do you want us to start?
I'll give a statement to all the 12 universes so that they know where they are going to face.
Daishinkan will release all his aura for the 12 universes, being able to observe the incredible being for the top of all the 12 universes, making all the divine beings panic. But the voice of Daishinkan would resonate for every corner.
Gods and angels, I hope you're prepared, since from today, I am the new ruler, and I intend to end the creation of Xenosama completely. And an apology to you angels, since I intend to end you regardless of whether you're my children.
The incredible aura would disappear from the whole place, leaving all the divine beings with too many questions. Meanwhile, in Universe 7, Beerus and Whis would stare at each other.
So, this is what it's all about. For that damn reason, the useless Daishinkan asked that we finish with Son Goku, since he was the only warrior capable of ending this whole farce.
Indeed, Mr. Beerus, but don't worry. Even though we are more to destroy by Daishinkan, you and I know that Mr. Goku is becoming more powerful every day. He will put an end to my father's reign.
You're right, Whis. But I hope Goku will be able to beat Daishinkan, since even he's able to end Xenosama's life. His power must have increased in an incredible way.
I agree with you, Mr. Beerus, but we have to trust Goku. He has always been able to find a solution to every problem. Returning to Goku, he was meditating in order to fully recover, while in the same way he was trying to access the Ultra Instinct at will to be able to dominate it and take his power to the next level. While Daishinkan was ready to gather all his troops, they were finished with every being of divine energy. My lord, we are all ready and waiting for your order to end the divine kingdom.
It's time. The new priest of death and you're Freya, my priestess. We must be the only rulers.
What will happen next? Find out in the next chapter. Well guys, this is all for today's chapter. I hope you liked it and it was to your liking. Now don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment and subscribe. Now without further ado, see you in a new video. Until next time.